Hello, hello, hello. It's time once again for some more streams. And now it's time for... I love Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney! Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is one of my favorite series. Like, the Ace Attorney series is one of my favorites. Because, I don't know, I found it at a young age. Of, high school age. So, it wasn't really that young, but I found it, started playing it, and it was amazing. It was ace. Ha! Anyway. It's a great game. It's a fantastic game. It doesn't have, like, any sort of, like, opening thing except for, like, the Capcom logo. It just kind of puts you here. So let me, hopefully, yeah, it worked. Ooh. Ooh. I would be wearing my Ace Attorney shirt, but I can't find it, so I'm wearing Godzilla. But yeah, God, it's so good. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. I'm sorry that the layout is a little weird and a little just like, you know, uh, uh, kind of like, I don't know. It's just, it's kind of everywhere in a way, I guess. I don't really have a good place to put this, do I? Put it like here. Okay. Yeah. So, I kind of filled the screen with this stuff. I have Phoenix over there because why not? I don't know, man. I can't make a thing. All right. I tried. I did my best, and my best is subpar. So, yeah. I also have coffee. I have a lot of it. This is my second cup, which is actually like technically like 3 cups full worth. Anyway, let's start this game. I'm excited. If I need to move some stuff around, I can. But for now, this is how it's gonna be. So, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. The first turnabout. There's gonna be a lot of talking, by the way, before I get too far into this. I am going to be reading every single line of dialogue. Maybe I'll do voice but not really, probably, because it's that there's too many characters, and I'm bad at voices. So, here we go. The first turnabout. This is gonna look a little weird, because, ow! It's loud. Gasp, gasp! Hang on. Oh, God. Damn it. Why me? Hang on. Okay. I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. It's so loud still. I'll make it look like he did it. It's so loud. I was also very loud. I'm sorry. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. That music. I'm so excited. Okay. So I have the screen split in such a way that the top screen is over there. The bottom screen is down here. So you'll see most of everything happens up on the top screen, because it's a DS game. The bottom screen is mostly just for the interactive kind of elements. So yeah. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Hey, it's Mia. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! No! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die. I don't know what gave me that impression, but sounds like it. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her! I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Lovely blood. Gonna be really fucking shaky later. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Because, ha! In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though. It's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? It's kind of loud still. Hang on. I'll fix this. I'll fix this. The music is really fucking good in this game, but it's also very loud in comparison. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. They wouldn't do this. Gulp! I can't gulp right now. My throat's like... No, didn't work. Probably didn't hear that. Anyway. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Larry Butts! The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Okay. No. Cindy Stone. So, yeah, you have this... Oh, man, I remember just being on the DS and being able to do this. It was a wonder. It was a wonder. Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way! I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it at any time. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? It is Cinder Block, obviously. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? I'm pretty sure it's blunt force trauma. Yeah. Blunt trauma, blood loss, yeah. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once with a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. And now it's in the evidence thing! Yay! Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. You can look at it like this. Look, it's the Thinker. It's pretty heavy. During the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Thanks. I don't know what you mean because we're in real life and I don't really have a button for that. I can just look in my files and such, but whatever. Cool. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. I never noticed the cheek twitch. Oh, man. Or this one for you, at least. It twitches. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. Look at that little cheek twitch. I've never noticed that. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Yay! I would actually like to look at that. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. 7:30. The day before the murder. So, June? I don't know. I'm bad at dates. I can never remember. Anyway. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. How unfortunate. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Well, obviously I want to stop him from answering. Yeah! I love that. Oh god, it's so good. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question! You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly, dude. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Oh, I forgot that was his voice line! Oh, pain. Oh, God. Sounds so ridiculous. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? What a novel concept! The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Saw It to the stand. Oh, that's right. Saw it. Sorry, it's Saw It. But you get it? Oh, I've got a call. Hang on. 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Hey, Mario. What's up? How's it going? I had to unlock the door. We're good. Anyway. So, here's the thing in Phoenix Wright. If you don't know anything about Phoenix Wright, a lot of the characters have names that are like that have to do with their personalities and such, or character traits. So Frank Sawit, hilarious. Should I have a black screen? No. No, you shouldn't. Do you have a black screen? No, you're gonna want to have to you're gonna want to refresh because I don't have a black screen, so that's that is not a thing that should be happening. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, so in Phoenix Wright, they have, like, names like that, so. Anyway. Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh, that's right, he does that. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. The witness's account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead. I quailed in fright. Quailed? Anyway, and found myself unable to go inside. Is that how... That's the same... Quailed? Anyway, I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Yay! Blackout record added to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes! Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Right. Right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Oh, okay. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony. Oh, we get to do voice lines now. Witness's account. Cross-examination. Alright, so we've already, you know, heard all these. So I'm just going to move through them so that they don't take up time. So, the way this works, if you've never played Phoenix Wright before in your life, the way this works is you have, at this point, you have cross-examinations where you can go through the testimony, you can press it, or you can present evidence to contradict what they're saying. Pressing gets you additional information and some dialogue that you wouldn't get otherwise. So I will be pressing as much as possible because it's fun and I like it. You can also use voice if you're using a DS to hold that and then just say the lines. I don't remember which. Oh no, not that one. It's this one. Hold it. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I have to read it now. But yeah. And then that's basically how the game works. And you just do that until you prove your dude innocent. And it's great. I fucking love it. I don't know. He just seems strange to me. That's all. Like he was mad. And yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looks suspicious. So what happened next? So yeah. And sometimes pressing can get you more information that you couldn't get otherwise. So yeah. Half open, thinking it's strange, look inside the apartment. Saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Quilled in fright. About to call the police. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to the nearby park. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant. So, there is always a contradiction. That is something you know. And the other thing that you gotta know is, well, sometimes there's not a contradiction immediately, so pressing is necessary. And other times, if you present evidence and it's wrong, first off, you lose one of these blue check marks that's up there. Not check mark. Exclamation points. Those are your lives, quote unquote. But you can. Oh god, what was start in this? Yeah, you can save and suspend at any time in this game, which I will do before starting my interrogation, I guess, and then immediately get right back there. So I apologize if that's a little annoying, but that's just so that I don't have to start from the very beginning of the thing, because you need to do that so that you don't. If you don't do that at all, and you lose all of your exclamation points, you start from the very beginning of the episode. So important. Anyway. Okay, so I pressed that. Let's press. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Oh, one other thing before I do that. When you present evidence and it's correct, all the music goes away. It goes silent. Except for the objection, which is the best part. So yeah. Hold it. Half open, you say? Yes, yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I see. And what happened next? Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they're there. It's the same thing. No? Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed! I was a quail for a moment. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? Thought to call the police. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no. No, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to the nearby park and found a public phone. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Ah, right. What time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m., are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. So this is your introductory case. They give you a lot of hand-holding for this. It's kind of nice. But if we go through, the attorney's badge is not useful at the moment. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. So, time of death was 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So that's entirely contradictory. So, objection. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Oh, yeah, that music is so good. Yes! Okay. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? The animations are so good. Oh, that! Oh, this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right! You know what to do. I've got this one. I know exactly what I need to do. Let me just quickly save. As I will every time. It does do that suspension every time, but you have that thing, so. So, when I found the body, I heard the time. Hold it. You said heard, not saw. Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything. I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony. Voice saying the time, it was probably coming from the TV. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified. He heard the time. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? How do you explain the gap? Well, witness, can you explain this? The victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. A video? What is this strange concept? A video. Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True, true. Right. I think the problem lies someplace else. We're agreed that you heard the time at the scene, then... Or, time at the scene, then. Excuse me. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. I think that's... No, there's one more. Are you sure the voice you heard said it was 1 p.m.? Yes, I can practically hear it now. It was quite clear. Mr. Payne, has the prosecution verified this testimony? My apologies, Your Honor. I, too, have only just learned of that the witness heard the time. Oh, I'm really sorry. I only remembered it just now. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Tell me why! Well, you just watch it! Not much point in pressing him on that one, was there? Yup. Okay. So for you acute viewers, you know, you sharp-eared, sharp-eyed viewers, you know what the contradiction is. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. But there was a blackout record, right here, saying that the electricity was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. So, objection. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! Well... The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Salwit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait! I remember now. Mr. Salwit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Pressing everything as soon as I have saved. Okay. Hearing the time. Oh, this music too. Damn it, it's all so good. So this is like the intense. This is getting to the bottom of it music. It's great. Cross-examinations. They have such good music. Anyway. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry, I only just remembered that table clock. A table clock? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Oh, it's so good. Sorry, okay. I'll shut up about the music, I promise. No, I won't. But anyway. A table clock. Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. That must have been what I saw. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story. Now, find the contradiction. So, you can usually, just press everything, and even if you get to the end, like if you're skipping through, and you get to the end of the testimony and you accidentally hit the next arrow, it'll just refresh you to the start. It's nice. The murder weapon. Let's see. Nobody knew the murder weapon, so I believe the autopsy report will, even if I got it wrong, it'll be fine. But yeah, believe the autopsy report contradicts this. No, okay. My bad. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. I must be on the wrong track. Okay. There's, something... Oh, right, this. Sorry, my bad. You have to present the statue. It's type weapons, right? Submitted as evidence. There we go. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? It's the clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Well, fuck yeah, I do! Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Not knew the victim, come on. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. I want to turn the music up just a little bit. Just because you can barely hear the other sound effects. Which kind of sucks. Not really that much better, but eh. Can't really, like, there's no mixing in this. Anyway. Well, there is mixing, but you can't adjust it. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Well, what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I saw, Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him! He killed her and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... I believe it's try sounding the clock. Yeah. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy I've now become... Okay, we're good. Precisely the discrepancy between... Oh, jeez. It's a discrepancy. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. I accidentally hit the next spin. Anyway. Ha! Ha! You forgot one thing! Uh-oh. What's he talking about? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. need some water, excuse me. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately... Oh, sorry. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! I get all disheveled, you make me throw my toupee! Ugh! They treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime! Gah, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Mia! I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Oh, that was a weird face for a second. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yeah. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ah! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. It's the passport. The victim came from Paris. In Paris, it's 3 hours or so, I guess, apparently. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's because they just came back from Paris. That's the only thing that you have. So... The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Sorry, it's not 9, it's not 3, it's 9, I guess, whatever. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. That's what that. Because Paris. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard, when you struck her dead in her apartment, was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, right. And then he foams at the mouth. And fucking falls over. Order! Order, I say! Well... This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Hey, fanfare! And with that, the court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And he whacked her. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I still can't believe I won. Or we won. Right! Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. His name is Larry. But they made the joke. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you out of the hook. Or off the hook, excuse me. Blue. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him. Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? It's the statue. Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. So they have these sometimes at the end of cases. They try to make you remember stuff or figure it out yourself. Because sometimes you gotta show, like in this case, what she would have to make her think more of Larry, which is the thinker, because you made it. Huh? Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Never give up. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Sure. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, it's Larry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
Oh, my.
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end of that one. A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout Sisters. Absolutely cyber game. Okay. So that was the first one. But now, pretty sure in the second one, you get some different, there's some new elements that are added. And once you finish an episode, I know that it's cut off a little bit, but you can see that it does a full art thing, which is pretty cool. I like that. But yeah. Let's start episode 2. Turnabout Sisters. Bring! You can hear that. Beep. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya. It's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. Sorry. So much coffee, I'm starting to, like, burp. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. Oh god, this... I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting. Maya. Beep. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho ho. You are not cogniferous of my background. Cogniferous? Oh, right. Yeah, I remember why. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho ho. My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Red, white, blue. Okay. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fay and Co. Law offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh. That's strange. The chief must have gone home already. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. So now, this introduces you can examine and move around places. It has multiple locations, which is awesome. But right now, you can't really examine anything. If you try, he's like, no, I gotta find out. So, we gotta move into the office. That smell. Blood. Sis. Someone's there. Oh. Chief? Chief? Chief! Hey, Maya. Who are you? You fainted. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. Alright. So, here's a little element that you can do as well in this game. They don't really... you're not just a lawyer. They also have this thing where you're also slightly a detective, even though you're not allowed to be, kind of. But, oh, thank God. Okay. It's still a little emotional. But yeah, you can examine things, find out more information, find clues, you know. So we're gonna examine Mia. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added to the court record. So you get evidence as well this way. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand broken in the back of the room. Ooh. Glass shards added to the court record. Nothing else seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Paper. The word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from the department store. Dated yesterday. From a department store, excuse me. Receipt added to the court record. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police. And find out what that girl was doing here. Phone. Right! I'd better call the police! That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Sorry, police! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. Oh! She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Examine the window. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice, luxurious place. I believe... Oh, let's examine this too. The Fay & Co. ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Alright, I think we can move out of here now. Ugh. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there, on the sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. There she is. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Fay. Maya Fay? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. There's also this. Now you can talk and present. You can talk to just get information, get some dialogue, and present to show things to people. Maybe for additional dialogue and other stuff. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would my sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Yeah! Sorry. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me! Eh! This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What?! The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed! You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Oh god, Gumshoe is great. Oh, I'm so fucking... Man. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. I'm starting to lose it because I'm screaming. Because I'm excited. Okay. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up in like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. He's an ace attorney. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. Yeah. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Oof. That's what she said! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trouble you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Yeah! It's so sad! I'm trying really hard to not be sad. I don't know, I instantly, like, because I know you don't get to spend much time with Mia, but I just instantly was, like, the first time, I was like, oh man, you know? Okay. Maya. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Hey, Yankee. How's it going? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. The day of the crime. Could you tell me more about the day of the murder? Yes! Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker. The one Larry made? How could that have been evidence in a case? Excuse me. Right. She said something about that. Oh, God. Sorry. Okay. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. I don't know of any phone that just can self-record conversations, do you? Your cell phone. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right! Oh, I just remembered, that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask for him. I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. I mean, do they give pens and papers in this? Anyway. Maya's memo added to the court record. Day of the crime, I guess. Again? What? Did you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing for the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the Thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was around It was right around 9. The lights were off, and I could smell blood. Then I found her. My sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte. A, medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! Maya looks sweet. Oh yeah. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Oh. Her powers were first class too. First class! I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes. In training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit, then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Was something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Yeah, sure. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow, at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Okay. Yeah, so... let's go to Grossberg Law Offices to go give the thing. Look at this office. September 6th. Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. No egg. And who is your favorite character in the series? Phoenix. His whole arc is great. I love it. Alright, so he's not here yet. So we gotta go back to Faye & Co. September 6th, Faye & Co. Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, I don't know you. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were Detective Gumshoe. Detective Suede Shoes. I love it. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here! Yes, sir. Be right there. Gumshoe's great too, but they forgot about him, as far as I know. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Whew. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Happy music. Hey, Mia. About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? Hmm? You want to know the results, huh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Autopsy report. Show him the badge? No, he already thinks that I'm the lawyer, so there's no need. Got the autopsy report. Time of death, 9/5 at 9 p.m. Single blunt force trauma death was instantaneous, luckily. Oh god, excuse me. Maya. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Well, why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. I don't know, it's one of my theories for the badge. I always think some characters get funny by dialogue when the badge is shown. Nah, they're like, usually they're just like, yeah, you got a badge. Edgeworth is also great. I love every character in this game. And all the games, really. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Aw, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredible young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Alright. Now we present him the note. Maya's memo. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure! I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. I don't like this. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in her memory. In the memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Maya's cell phone. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. We already heard it. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your loyally ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. Nah. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Ah, Jesus, that's right, that's her name. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already, then? Aha! You're trying your loyally tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Alright. Let's do it. To the hotel. September 6th. Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Oh, this is gonna be the worst. Actually, I don't like this character. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh! Let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Let's look in this drawer that's suspicious. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Sorry, I didn't convey that well, but, you know. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Talk! What you saw? Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh god, excuse me. Okay. Ooh, observe, incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Gulp. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. Excuse me. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Miss May. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer. Are you hitting on me? No! Hey! I'm just doing my job here. Well, tee-hee. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. Tee-hee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. This room! I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. And that's really it. Like, there's no... I mean, I can present stuff, but there's no point. Not really. I think Grossberg should be back by now? Yeah. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, damn it. Maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Yeah, he is. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, didn't you? Or did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Ah-cha-cha. I don't know what that even is. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go talking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Forgot about his music. Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? No, talked about Mia. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That painting. That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed! It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Alright. That's all for Grossberg. What a Grossberg. Back to Maya. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Goodness, excuse me. I see. I've been abandoned then. No! Stop. Your family. What about your family? I only had my sister. Not true. Excuse me. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? Your mom! The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say that ESP runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my ESP. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. Your mom's enemy? So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Whoa! The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time, as they would. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. Our glorious nation. Of America. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? No, you defend her! I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. That's a little... Why? Why? Well... Someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior, was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know. Excuse me. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Long time. Excuse me. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya. I won't abandon you. You can count on me. I wish Phoenix would adopt her. No. He's already he adopts somebody else later. Remember? That's so kind of you. Maya's like... yeah, Maya's like 17, so she's... In later games, she's like, just... like her own woman. Sniff. Well... Let's fight this one, and get you out of here. Right. Thank you. Whew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Okay. Should probably, like, actually present this. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say. Can I listen to my sister's voice? Sadness. Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Now we play the sad music because I made her sad. Okay. I believe... I don't think I go back here, but I'm going to. Okay. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has gone home. The police are still keeping themselves busy in the chief's office. No one has time to talk to me. Guess I'll head out. Okay, don't need to be here. So I do have to go to the hotel. Good afternoon, sir. Hey, bellboy. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities? If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no! Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Gah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned in. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Would it be a coincidence? No, of course not. Why would it be? There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to the court record, except that's like inadmissible. Right? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. Again, I'm pretty sure that's inadmissible, because... Anyway, whatever. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean... You know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court! To be continued. There we go. That's Act 1. There's so much more. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 1. Oh, here we go! The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. He's so fancy. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. Fuck, I was watching Inferno Cop. Hey, Wario. What's Inferno Cop? The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. Excuse me. Goodness. I had hard evidence. She did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people here, there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Hi! I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? It's a short anime series which was made on low budget, kind of a play on Ghost Rider. Just watch it. It's 13 episodes. One is like 5 minutes. It's hilarious. Okay. When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Huh. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Did they give Maya, like, a pen and paper? Oh, God. Hang on. I also am going to do the same thing. I also am going to use the bathroom real quick. So, give me just a moment. I'm back. So, soon as the phone call came in, rushed to the scene. Hold it! Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right. Please continue. There were two people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Oops. Indeed. So, tell us who the two people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. Nah. Always press. Always press. Anyway. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why's that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing it. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? Love his... I fucking love his look. He's just like, It's good. I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Gah! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I forgot how great the writing of this game is. Hey, I forgot. Yes, it's great writing. You're right, Brogan. What's up, dude? After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. It's okay, words are hard. Have you slept yet? Yes, I did. I also have coffee in me, so it's good. It's also making it harder. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. And as usual, give me a moment. I will always save when we're beginning a new testimony. There we go. Okay. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. And did you find any evidence? Excuse me. Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Ho! Then who did write it, Mr. Smarty Pants? Or Smarty Pants, except. Who? I did! It was me! Nah. The killer? The killer! Anyone can see that. Oh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name in blood... her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed! Oh, there it is. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? There it is. The head shake. Ha! I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal! Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. God, Edgeworth is perfection. He's great. On it, the word Maya was written in clearly in blood. Bleh. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh, he sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. What kind of tests were these again? What a novel concept. Tests? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the, little bits of blood, the, hermogoblins, hermogoblin, bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, sir. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Oh, it's good. Oh, Gumshoe. I miss you. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I think you can expect a pleasant bonus in your next paycheck. Say what? Oh? Oh ho ho. Oh, wait, was that what? I don't know. That was a mess. Right. Where was I? Did I read that wrong? I think I read that wrong. I don't know. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? Is it a peasant bone? I don't know. The right hand! She was right-handed. Ha ha ha! Nice try! Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? Oh god. Excuse me. Okay. I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order! That didn't go so well. That's right! That's what he said! Okay. So, for you, you know, astute viewers, you know that Mia's autopsy report said that she died instantaneously. So, Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it! Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? I love that. Excuse me. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to the blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. And the bow! Yes! That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth! I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. And the shrug and head shake, it's just too good. Oh. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham! The detective's a sham! I'm a sham! You know what? I'm gonna say I'm a sham, because it doesn't really matter. Detective Gumshoe, are you calling me a fool because I believed your report? Huh? Me? I'm not... Huh? Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor. Excuse me. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. The bow! Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? I hate this character. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Ugh. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room? Teehee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court what you saw. Testify. Witness's account. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy wink. Ugh. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey! How dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? I'm doing it. Yeah. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. I'm glad I'm only going to be playing this 2 times a week, because my voice is going to fucking go. I have to talk a lot. Okay. Witness's account. It was like 9, you know. Press. Why did you do that? Why'd you look out the window? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sorta, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Absolutely. Always. Never back down. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out the window at that time of night. Oh! Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Allowed. Yeah! Yeah, stop him! The poor girl! Everybody in the audience sounds like that now. Like in the, not audience, in the fucking, in the court. Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? And then, ooh! I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The woman with long hair. Was that Mia Fey? Uh-huh. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well,
you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right, but I question it. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Well, you're just being judgmental now. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. I don't think you would use that in court, but sure. The word bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? Ooh, there's a face twitch there too. I didn't notice that either. I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Witness's account. I did see everything. I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee. I see. I only wish that you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Thanks. Witness's account. I love the every time you do a cross-examination, it's the two portraits, but the eyes of the two characters. So Phoenix and Edgeworth now. And it was Phoenix and Payne in the beginning. It's good. The face-off, basically. Press... So, you saw me then, too? Of course. I said that weirdly, sorry. I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky? The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Aw, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. Ugh. Very well. Continue. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Is that right as in your right, as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Whoa. Right. It was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what you... I mean, that's what we... That's what you... I mean, that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. What happened then? And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock. The kind of statuey clock. The Thinker, I think. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock. Yeah. So I guess I present that, because I forget, actually. So we're gonna do it. Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing?
Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Now you Mr. Lawyer.
Ugh. You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Ooh,
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.? No! Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard from my hotel room.
hee hee.
The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it, if you remember. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. You have proof that she could not? Amateurs. Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter, with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. Damn, time to switch directions, quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard. It couldn't have rung. Excuse me. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... Just have a look as soon as you can. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. Hmm? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. Excuse me. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ho, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed. If you remember, in the very beginning, we were told when the clockwork was removed. There is a conversation here that you can check. 9:27 a.m. What's up? Again, this time, the thinker, and I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. I had to take the clockwork out. Take a look at this! That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Excuse me. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The good detective better remember he's up for evaluations soon. My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Not. Ooh! What a sick burn! Not at all. We in the 90s, boy. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold onto the thinker for you, then? If you could. I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep. Phone keeps going off. Beep. Your Honor, I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded in the morning, before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that at again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yeah, of course I do. Come on. The witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. It was made by Larry. It hasn't been in any store. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made this clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Everything! Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Ooh. Very upset. She's a fucking vampire for a second there. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Ooh. Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Tee wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Look at that face. It's so scary. She's a demon. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard about it, However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap. That is totally inadmissible. But hey, whatever. Have a look at this. That? I found this in Miss May's room. I didn't submit it before, but hey, it's a thing. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Ooh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. You're pronouncing Mia wrong. It's pronounced like you would say Maya. No, because there's Mia and Maya. Like, it's Mia and Maya. That's the thing. Because they're both. Because otherwise it'd be Maya and Maya. MIA is Mia. Because otherwise you'd have 2 characters named Maya, and that would be ridiculous for the audience, the English speaking audience. Because then they would go, what? I'm going to... Sorry, I got confused because of the way the game has a joke later. That's okay. Anyway, hey, Red Manning. Sorry to call you out on that and stuff, but anyway. Let's continue. I think not! Oh yeah? I think I can! It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... It's in here, right? Like... Yeah, the clock isn't talking right now. It's right there. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold onto for me. Again? What's it this time? Nah, man, you submitted the wrong thing. You were supposed to submit the attorney's badge. That proves it. That's true. The attorney's badge proves everything. It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May. You used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? Does she seem amused to you? Sorry, I said seemed. Ugh. The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! What a demon. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Wah! That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. I mean... Probably still hit it if you let me. She probably would, too. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? Gah! She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil, evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way! Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? I'd also like to pull that up. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Gross. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee. You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. True. Iced coffee? I've never heard of such a concept. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Alright. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime, with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit the murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Ah, shit. What was it? I'm gonna save here. Save. There is a... I know that there's a thing that she said that I could also... I think I gotta continue talking to her. But I'm gonna call the bellboy. Because... Yeah. No, I gotta continue examining her. Never mind. Right. On with the cross-examination. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Miss April May has admitted to the wiretap, yes. But that bears no relevance to the case at hand. Murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. Think. This can't be the end. But I'm out of evidence. No, I'm not, though. Then I believe the cross-examination is over. Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call? None, Your Honor. She's the last. What? But that means... Maya's guilty? Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The defense would like to call the bellboy, after all. Alright, so the bellboy is the correct choice. You just got some extra dialogue. Tisk, tisk, tisk. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy, and Miss April May's alibi proves to be solid, then by default, your client, Miss Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition? Edgeworth. He's got me backed into a corner. But I don't see any other way to take this. Because it won't let me. I accept. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. He's even got the... I forgot about that. Okay. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. Service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony and never put it down. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished.
Miss May's room service.
Saving. Wow. Okay. Head bellboy. Hold it. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? So proper. What a man. Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished. Sure? Sure. Sir. 9, the time of the murder. I brought it to her, precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9, then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like, iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. The crack? Why would she be so particular about the time? Oh god, excuse me. The coffee is catching up. But not the iced coffee. Anyway. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Well, why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. Excuse me. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen. Can I? Protest. Wait! Please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it. Now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Bleh. Oh no, I know what this is. Never mind. No. I believe I have to ask him about bed making. Bed making! Tell me about making beds that day. I was wondering what you were going to ask, but bed making? A new low. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. the witness will answer the defense's question. Yes, well, it was quite like any other day's bed making. I changed the sheets, the pillowcases, and then I proceeded to make the bed. I had to bring pillows for 2, of course, but they're quite light, you see. I see. Thank you. Pillows for 2? Bellboy, what did you just say? Yes, pillows are light, sir? Bellboy! He doesn't have a name. It's so sad. Tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask? Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh! You fool! I've done it. I've won. Well. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. Come on. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof! Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. I don't understand why people say this game has too many anime parts. People do? I thought this game was mostly beloved. I love this game. I love all of these games. They're great. And, like, it's not too... There's, like, people who are not into anime and also, like, the anime parts, it's like, what? No. Come on. Am I understood? Yes. Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Mia Fey. I mean, we all audibly say oof when arguments are countered, right? Absolutely. Court is adjourned. It's just to show, you know, the feeling. Unless you just want to have just, like... That's like saying in a book, when people are like... or like... Yeah, when in a book, sometimes people just go like, oof. Like, I don't know. You don't like it, whatever. It's in everything. Who cares? September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there! Really? Mm-hmm. I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Speaking of food, Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no. I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. Excuse me. Goodness. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms will work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to go to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Yeah. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that got left on the record. May testimony added to the court record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to get her free. To be continued. Maybe it's something on my end, but the song request seems to be frozen. You're doing the song request thing? I'm not using any, I'm not using Spotify at the moment, but... So I don't know. I'll look into it in a bit. But I am going to use the bathroom in just a second. September 7th, 3:11 p.m., Detention Center, Visitors Room. Well, hello! I think I misunderstood how it works. Yeah, I'm not using it right yet, right now, because this has... I love the music in this game. Like, you know. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not! You stinking lawyer! I hope you die! Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then, For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Alright. I will be right back. I need to use the bathroom for just a moment. So, give me a second. I just remembered something. Give me just a second to fix it. I love music. So great, I love the music in this game. Oops. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So. Let's do it. Once again, I probably don't understand it, but why is there a normal song request for 10 points and another song request for 100 points? Probably because I fucked something up. I'll fix it. Give me a sec. It shouldn't be. For some reason... I don't know. I'll have to change all that later. I'll figure it out. I don't know why that there's 2, because I'm not seeing 2 on my thing, so I'll fix it though. I'll fix it once I can. After the stream. But I apologize. I'll fix it as soon as I can. Okay, let's talk to May. Miss May. That man. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me more about him? Where is he? Oh, no way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. The wiretap. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Your attitude. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Ooh, that does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. But bottom... I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Alright, so we need something to make her talk. Do I have anything for that? I don't know. I don't think I do at the moment. Attorney's badge? Hey, guess what? Actually, I, really hate your guts. So get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. We need a Geneva Convention for April, May saying creep. Yeah, right. Okay. So she's not gonna cooperate just yet, but maybe later, when we get something. Faye & Co. Law Offices. September 7th, Faye & Co. Law Offices. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave the place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. So let's move into... Or actually, I guess we examine this. We can only examine here? Oh, okay. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Yeah. Windows, I guess. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel, right across the way. Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. That sucks. Watering plants, my god. Okay. Examine. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Files. You couldn't cram more legal books in here, even if you wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are filed here. Are some of the files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. Well, I don't think there's really anything to find here. So, just yet, at least. The translation team had made a mistake. They meant this was Mia's favorite pot. Gatewater Hotel. September 7th. Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Thanks. I'm gonna look in the room first. Huh? There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. Sure. A bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. But if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. Nice weather again today. I can see the Fanco law offices, of course. Ah, yes, we plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5, and we'll earn you 3 minutes of a view to kill. To a kill. Just kidding, sir. By that look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Okay, let's talk to him. Miss May. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. The man with May. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are, in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. Photo, hmm? Okay. The hotel. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. Subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. He's of no use to us just yet. Grossberg. The painting's gone. September 7th. Grossberg Law Offices. Huh? Looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason.
Oh, what's that? You see that?
First off. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on the wall? Yeah. Yeah, it was a painting of... fishermen. Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. I mean, it was worth, what, $3 million trillion? What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written on pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident, Exhibit A. DL6 Incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. This one. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photograph quietly added to the court record. But what about this one? A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the other one I took. Yep. Swap photos. I think I'll swap them. Photograph added to the court record. This is the one that I want. For now. Okay. The Gatewater Hotel. Hey! I have a picture for you. Look at this. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit? Affidavit? I don't know what that is. Actually, I've never heard of that. Oh! Oh! Hello! Well, thanks for the raid, Banana Split Mashup. And the host. Thanks. Hey, guys. How's it going? Okay. Swearing that's him, yes. And affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. I would like to have him write it down, yes. Well, sure. Why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. Not much, but it's something. Dude, I appreciate it, regardless. Thank you. I do. I hope you all enjoy Phoenix Wright. Okay. Yeah. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Bellboy's affidavit added to the court record. Not even Miss May could play dumb to this. Which gives you the hint, hey, you should go tell Miss May. I'm off to sleep, dude, so later. Alright, see ya. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. And the host. Detention center. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Hey, so, bellboy, affidavit. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. He told us everything he saw. He told us about the man you checked in with. He told us who he was. Now I'm getting somewhere. Push her hard. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this photo to the press. What? Even though he should be a witness to murder, this man is in hiding. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Ooh, fine. I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes! Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red, white, and blue. Red, white? Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call them a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder? I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? You could probably just look that up, dude, in like a phone book. Here we go. Mr. Red White at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Discarded the bellboy's affidavit. That seems like a useful thing, though. Okay. I think that just means I can go there. Yeah, Blue Corp. September 7th. Blue Corp Inc. CEO's office. What's with the surreal decor? And by the way, do you notice a painting there? Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name! What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite, so I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordly challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? This guy is the embodiment of R/I am very smart. Yup. No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Oh, Red White. Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm gonna, like, look in your office real quick and look at your photo. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity. I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original, worth 5 million for sure. Miss May. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. She was my horse. What a shock it was to hear what she had done. What she has done. Oh, what she has done, excuse me. You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Night of the murder. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh. The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. Blue Corp. What kind of company is Blue Corp, anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say, we are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. Ah, in case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? I hate this guy. There's something that's been bothering me. About that painting? Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple. Rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney. Grody Burger. What? Oof. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, huh? Charge me with assault? Charge away. I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. Okay. Lol, get good scrub. Egg master white. Red white, yep. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. So, you know, he's one of those guys. Now we go back to Grossberg's. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Ahem! Jumping Jehoshaphat! Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. I like that music, it's good. Today's trial. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. Your refusal. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I I think I have a right to know. A right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. Mr. White. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh? Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh? What is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... The painting. That big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was it there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes! And I know what it is. You're lovers. He's blackmailing you. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What is he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation and punching. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. The DL6 incident. What is the DL6 incident? The DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. A medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye! Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. A reason for blackmail. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. You know, this country, whichever country. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Cool. Thanks, dude. It's funny. Looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Yeah. So now we just gotta look in the bookcase again. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Red, white would be T through Z, probably. T, U, I know. W. White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? I think that now lets me talk to Grossberg again, maybe? No. Maybe I go back to the detention center, actually? I don't know. Yes, okay. Apparently, Miss May is in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Oh, well, never mind. Maybe I need to look through more files. I forget. There's a couple things that elude me in the story. Little things, you know? W's gone, so D. Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. A, B, F. Misty Faye. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Yeah. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the ESP that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite, who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Alright, so now we look Grossberg. J through S? No, I mean... You would look through this again. Leave it be. I don't think it has much to do with the current case. Interesting to know what it contains, but I'll leave it alone for now. Is it under Marvin, then? Let's see. J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Yeah, sure. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part's here at the end in S. Suicide. Ugh. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Ugh. Sure. There we go. So that's what I needed. Article about a politician's suicide. The word white is written in pen at the top. So yeah. Grossberg. I think I show him this now. I think. I found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. I mean... Yeah. What do I do now? Back to the detention center? No. Do I go and talk to him? Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. We've already talked about all these, so blackmail. There's no point asking someone this crooked a straight question. I need some evidence I can use as ammo. Okay. What's wrong? Is something stuck to my face? Why, yes! There's my eyes, and my nose, and my mouth. But of course, I jest. You need to not restrain your mirth, my friend. It is okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. I fucking hate you. Okay. So we present... I think we should present this. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? Thanks, Red Manning. I appreciate it. Embracing this madness. It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. There's a lot of something. I can't quite tell what it is, but there's a lot of it on your face. Ah, here we go. It's called ego. Yeah, exactly. He was embezzling secrets. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong, what is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Beep. Secretary's office, hello. Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. So what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White? That you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Beep. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make you, even you, look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe, reporting, sir. Ah, Butts! Harry Butts! Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was a murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. September 8th, 3:37 p.m., Detention Center, Visitors Room. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. It should be reversed, but it's not. Ha! Now I'm afraid we switch places. Excuse me. What? You mean you... I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well, cheer me on in court. Well, I mean, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean, like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. Huh? I better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the court tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. It's the beginning of a new century, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself. Defendants. Tomorrow, the true culprit will appear as a witness. This is it. It's me or him. To be continued. And I think I'm going to end it on a cliffhanger there. I think I'm going to end it for now. So we're going to save. And next Tuesday, we'll continue on. And you can see the exciting conclusion on September 9th. 9:52 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. So yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. If you did, that's great. And you know, I'll be playing stuff tomorrow. Tomorrow is the new I've never finished, which will be fun because it's a game that I haven't finished and nobody knows what it is except for me. So yeah. If you don't, if you don't follow me already, you do so. You'll get notified when I stream, as well as on Twitter. I have a Discord. I have a Facebook page. I have a website. All those things. They're all down there somewhere, or wherever if you're on mobile, wherever they put them. I don't know, but yeah. I'll see you tomorrow for some more stuff. But for now, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See ya.